Okay, now we're sealed in.
We watched Alien the other night.
Ooh.
I've been wanting to watch a lot of different pregnancy-related movies. So we watched Juno.
I thought you were going to say Junior, and I was so excited.
We should watch that next.
Yeah.
What else? I don't even know.
Knocked Up.
Knocked Up.
Oh, of course. That's a great one.
And then I wanted to watch Alien because I was like, because they have the ultrasound. They show them. Just body scan.
Or some other good pregnancy movies.
Juno is great. That movie is so beautiful and just well made, and it really holds up. Whereas I felt like Knocked Up, I was just kind of like rolling my eyes a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of those movies
don't hold up.
Just kind of misogynistic generally.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
And there's so many things that I was like, I'm not even that pregnant, and I know none of that is real. In fact, they show the baby's head coming out when she's...
Yeah, they do. I remember that.
Not a single hair on her down there. It is just like a slit, a rubber slit.
That was not medical.
Maybe she got the laser hair removal.
That's weird.
She's in show business, I mean, on camera.
Yeah. You never know.
It made me very uncomfortable. Yeah, that's pretty funny. I mean, it's funny. I laughed.
Chernobyl had a really great pregnancy storyline.
Oh, God, it was horrifying.
Did you guys watch Chernobyl? The whole thing? Did you finish it? So, yeah, so did I.
It's really dark.
It is, but I really liked it.
Yeah, we liked it too. It was pretty gripping. And it was actually nice to actually watch it week to week instead of binge it because it was so heavy. It would have been a lot to take in, I think.
I started a little later, so I actually did binge a couple episodes. But you're right, like only like 2 at a time. Because, yeah, it's like that one episode with the dogs.
Oh, God.
If you've seen it, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, no spoilers, but it's brutal.
But one positive thing that came out of it is I feel a ton smarter about nuclear power and how that works. They really break it down to like terms that you can understand.
I never knew anything really about
either.
Chernobyl. You hear about it. It's referenced all the time.
I've seen pictures like
about
on
it being
Reddit,
tragic.
like, you know, and I knew it was like really bad and they deserted the town and everything, but holy cow.
Really bad.
Yeah.
Holy cow, it ended the USSR and the Cold War, basically. Brought down the Berlin Wall and all this crazy stuff.
All because of that.
Well,
I also thought, after watching that and realizing what the job of a nuclear safety engineer at a power plant, how funny it is that that's Homer Simpson's job. He's literally a safety engineer at a nuclear power plant. And that show was created just a few years after Chernobyl, so I have to think that that was, like, intentional.
Really?
That he was like, yeah, this dummy is basically the only thing that stands between us and the next Chernobyl.
That makes me think of that episode where he gets that bird that just goes up and down. It's like it's just one of those like novelty birds that's supposed to like lean over and drink water.
Hits the button.
And he's like, hey, wait. And then he falls asleep and wakes up. And there's
all right. I
some
saw
kind
one of
nuclear
those
meltdown
online, and I was tempted to buy it. Should I buy it?
Yeah, I mean, seems useful.
It was less than $10, I think.
Maybe it could help you at work somehow.
Could help us here in the studio. We can have it like.
It could help me delete.
It could do my job, yeah.
Help me delete emails as they come in. Just delete. The number of emails I get that are literally garbage. It's just
I
even
gotta
to my work
unsubscribe
address
to like everything nowadays.
It takes so long.
Yeah, I know. They don't make it easy.
It's awful. Anyway, welcome to Pop Culture Intervention Minisode.
Yeah, welcome.
We haven't been great about podcasting lately, and that's partly just because it's like finally summer and we're all busy. We've been traveling a lot and
we had an action-packed year of podcasting, I think.
Yes, we did. We were so good about doing it weekly, and now we're a little behind, and we do apologize for that to an extent. Right. But we have lives too, so get over it.
And it's just the three
Get
of
used
us.
to it.
It's just a intimate episode.
Hey, if we can put 4 shows out in October for, horror Halloween theme, we can take a break.
I think so.
So it's Paul, Willa, and Abraham. We're just hanging.
Hanging on a nice summer weekend.
Yeah, we did not watch a movie because I didn't want to spend the day inside watching movies.
Yeah, it was just too nice outside.
We thought, let's just get together and shoot the shit for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good opportunity to talk about what you've been reading because in the spirit of not watching a movie.
Yeah, I have
summertime,
been
people
reading
read a lot in
more
the summer.
because I don't know, lately because it's so nice out, like being in front of the TV just makes me real antsy. So I picked up the My Favorite Murder memoir, Stay Sexy, Don't Get Murdered.
And you went to the...
We did see them live, what was that, last February in Cleveland. It was such a good show. You can find that show they did a live recording.
Nice.
So that one was published, and it was really great. There was multiple times that I screamed out loud because of the story.
Yes, they revealed
so
that
great.
Ed Edwards was potentially the Zodiac killer. Actually, they revealed that he showed up in the Paradise Lost documentary, and I watched it after we went to the show, and it was just
showed him on the screen.
It was pretty creepy, but
so yeah, I would say the book I'm almost done. I have like one chapter left in. I don't know if you're not a fan of the podcast, you might not like it. I don't know. It's more of a memoir about the two of them, but it's kind of funny, comedy.
Yeah.
Writing, but then they also talk about some real life issues that they've gone through. It's very memoir-esque, but very, very casually written. It's like you can hear their voices in your head when you... So if you listen to their podcast a lot, you already hear their voices consistently.
I like that, yeah, when you can just already know what the author is sounding like when they wrote it, basically.
They recently did an episode where they were reading from it, actually. I don't know if you heard that.
So yeah,
it was interesting.
If you're a fan of that podcast,
or murder in general,
or
murder, yeah.
If you're a fan of murder fan, Murderino. So they actually at our local Barnes and Noble had a "Stay Sexy, Don't Get Murdered" meetup.
Ooh,
because of the launch of the book, and yeah, I went. I decided to go kind of randomly for some reason because their shows are so popular and like they have so many fans. Like I drove up to Barnes and Noble expecting there to be like a line out the door. It was 8 women.
8's not bad.
But they were all really nice, and we ended up, we just, talked about other podcasts that we like and other books that we like, and then we actually started a Southern Tier Murderino Facebook group. So if you would like to be invited to that, find us on Facebook. It's not super active yet, but we're just going to post on there about random stories and things that we like.
Maybe you can get them to do a live show nearby.
Yeah. We'll see. Come to Corning, New York.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, Clements Center.
Yeah.
Come on, Karen in Georgia.
So, I haven't been reading much, but still been listening to podcasts. I put in a plug last time, and I just want to reissue that plug for a new podcast called The Underculture with James Adomian. It's really funny. Just check it out. He impersonates a different... the premise is he gets these quote-unquote leaked audio bits from real-life people like Bernie Sanders, Mark Maron, people like that, and he plays them on his podcast.
He's using air quotes.
I'm using air quotes because he does the voices. Well, he does a voice in each episode and has a guest that comes in and plays as the other person.
So he's doing impressions of these comedians.
Really funny impressions. It's really great. The last one, like I said, was Mark Maron and Rip Taylor.
Yeah.
Mark Maron interviewing Rip Taylor. I could listen to that endlessly. It was so funny, especially if you've listened to Mark Maron.
Does he do a good job, like capturing his style as well as his voice?
Yeah,
that's funny.
He's really good at getting that, at nailing like the essence of people. It may not sound like 100%, but he gets that, the essence of each voice that he does, and it's so funny. So I haven't listened to a lot of that.
What's it called?
The Underculture.
The Underculture.
Yeah, it's on Forever Dog network of podcasts.
Cool.
I found it on the Apple podcast app, so
nice. That sounds really fun.
And yeah, it's brand new, so I want it to keep going, so get out there and listen to it. It's really funny.
Sweet.
So it's also summertime. Well, we already mentioned that. And since we're a movie podcast, maybe we should talk about summer movies.
Anticipation.
Any summer camp movie. I mean, I
Specifically
love.
summer camp.
Well, no, we don't have to think about that. But that's what my first thought is to go to that. It's just like, what's that fat camp movie? We watched that last year.
Heavyweights?
Heavyweights. That movie's pretty funny. Wet Hot American Summer is my favorite, though that's more of a spoof on summer camp movies.
Yeah, but still really good.
The best. We had a really great party here when was that? It must have been like 5 years ago now. It was all themed.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Wet Hot American Summer. We had multiple people dressed as Gene with the short
Several
blue
Genes.
t-shirts.
And the bandana.
Oh, God. That was really funny.
And the can of beans.
The
What did
talking
we-
can of vegetables.
I'm trying to remember what we ate. Did I have a themed menu? Probably not. I was pretty lazy at that point.
I think we had arts and farts and crafts.
Yes. Absolutely.
There was talk of a talent show, but I don't think we ever actually did it.
Yeah. I don't remember either. It was a while ago now. I'd have to look at the pictures.
Yeah.
Mark might have rapped.
Yeah. Sounds familiar.
Sounds about right.
What's your favorite summer movie, Boo?
A favorite all time. Well, I loved Ernest Goes to Camp. That's the original Ernest movie. And probably the best by far.
Oh.
But I don't know, you got Meatballs with Bill Murray. That's like one of the originals. Or Revenge of the Nerds.
You know, Jacko messaged to tell me that we should name our baby Ernest.
Ernest is not a terrible name.
Ernest.
So now when he messages me, he says, "How's baby Ernest?"
Cute little girl.
Little girl, little lady Ernest.
It
Ernesta.
works.
Sure. I was in a production of The Importance of Being Earnest once.
That's my favorite Ernest movie.
Yeah. Not Ernest Scared Stupid.
Ernest Goes to Jail.
The Importance of Being Earnest. It's a good one. Actually, I don't know if I've ever seen the movie, but I've seen the production a few times.
I've never seen the movie either.
Is there a movie? Must
There
be.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who's in it or anything about it.
It's,
But it exists.
It's important.
I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's a
good
summer.
It's got summer,
Summer
right, there.
right in the title.
Yeah. Summer School. That was a classic
I think
from
it
my
takes place in the
childhood.
fall, actually.
Oh, good
Oh,
point.
you're right, because it's
Last
about
summer.
Last summer.
Shit. Not a good one then.
Summer
Not a
Rental.
good movie either.
John Candy. The Great Outdoors.
Yeah, The
was a
Great
great
Outdoors,
Summer
for sure.
movie. Let's see. One
always-
of my favorites was The Burbs. Because it was more close to what summers were like for me. Just living in a boring neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right. I was just going to say, I went to summer camp.
I did.
Girl Scout
I never
camp.
did.
But it was never like in...
Never like in the movies.
No. First of all, it was Girl Scout camp, so there weren't
No boys.
there. So
Yeah.
no one was like sneaking off, making out, all that nonsense that happens.
I don't know.
As far as I know. I'm sure the counselors were up to something. But yeah, we mostly canoed and learned how to make fires. It was fun. I always liked it.
Friday the 13th.
Oh, that's a camp movie.
Do you know that one?
Camp Crystal Lake.
Have you ever seen it?
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
I think, is it part 2 that has Kevin Bacon in it?
I don't know.
Do you know much about it?
No.
Well, everybody knows Jason Voorhees.
Sure. Wait, this is the one where if you fall asleep,
The
he
first
kills you?
one-
Is this the one he's in your dreams?
It's Freddy
That's
Krueger.
Freddy.
Oh, shit.
We're getting into October
We should save
territory.
yeah, we should save this for the fall.
Sorry, I'm really not up
But
to
Friday
speed
the
on
13th
classic.
can be any time of year because, you know, I'm sure depending on the year, it falls in
Yeah.
a different month.
Friday the 13th. Yeah.
So I don't know. We
gotta
could
wait for the
cover
next
one
one.
anytime. We'll
Is there
have to
one
look at the
coming up?
calendar.
Yeah.
Good point. We should.
But I think those early ones especially are interesting because, spoiler, Jason with the hockey mask, as you know him,
Yeah.
doesn't show up until about the third movie.
Oh.
I shouldn't have spoiled it.
Spoiler alert.
And he's Jamie Lee Curtis's...
Shouldn't have spoiled that
Jamie Lee
40-year-old
Curtis's
movie.
brother, is that right?
That was Halloween.
You know the difference. You know Halloween.
You should know that one.
Yeah, no, I'm just messing with you. We did actually just watch the newest Halloween finally.
Oh.
It was streaming.
With Jamie Lee Curtis,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Back
That was pretty good.
reprising
He's
her role.
definitely alive still, right? I mean,
Can he be killed?
great question. I mean, they show him get shot like in the arm, and then they like torch the basement, but when they show the basement,
Stabbed.
he's not down there. So I don't know, he
So they'll
evaporated.
make more.
Yeah, they can't kill him. And they wouldn't be able to make more movies.
But I thought, what's her name? Judy Greer?
Mm-hmm.
She's
Oh,
a fucking
nice.
gem.
Yeah.
She's so good in that. I ate 2 marshmallows yesterday. That felt very summery.
Oh,
Right out of the bag.
Barbecued yesterday. Hot
Ooh.
dogs, hamburgers.
Nice.
We played through bean bags.
Wow.
Yeah, we did the whole thing.
Just threw them.
Just threw them.
Threw them in the street. Threw them at the
Threw 'em up in the
neighbor kids.
Hey.
Hey, get out of the street, you rugrats. We
Yeah.
actually haven't gotten our grill out yet.
Haven't
No,
got your grill
it's kinda
on.
still early in the season for us. We haven't had a campfire on our patio.
Nope.
And we haven't had the grill out. But we've done some landscaping, so we're making an effort.
We planted some bushes. That felt
Nice.
pretty good. Now that we actually have siding and everything, and our house doesn't look like cracked in, it's like, oh, we could put some nice bushes out. Before it just felt like, what's the point of making the yard look nice if the house just looks haunted? But yeah, we're getting there. We're slowly adulting more and more every year.
Yeah, it's coming together very nicely.
Yeah, it's
I may say.
ramping up hard.
Yeah,
Yeah. You guys have done a lot of work in the last few years.
it's crazy.
We're nesting.
Abe's nesting more than I am, I think.
Yeah.
Every time I come home, he's built something or cleaned something or fixed something. It's pretty cute.
Abe's building the nest. You're
spend a lot
sleeping
of
in
time
the
here.
nest.
Yeah,
I
he's.
spend a lot of time here.
Can you hear Larry snoring under the table?
Mm-hmm.
I definitely hear it. I don't know if
At
it's
least
coming
he's not
through.
barking.
Good boy.
Hey, so I thought of a game we could play.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
We're just shooting the shit, as you said before. What if we took a title of a movie,
Okay.
tried to get the other two to guess it by using the opposite of what the title is?
Okay.
Okay.
So, for example, if you were to
demonstrate?
say Die Hard, you would say Live
Live
Soft
Easy.
or Live Easy. Yeah, exactly. You could go either way. You could go either
Sure,
way.
sure.
What do you say?
Sure.
Should we give it a try?
Sure.
All right. I'll go first. Should we
I have
Pick a
one.
theme or
yeah, pick a theme or something?
I have no clue what you were up to last winter.
This coming winter.
This coming winter.
I know what you did last summer.
Success. I was going to say we could pick summer movies and then we would
Easter.
just name all the same.
How about tofu cubes?
Meatballs.
Yeah.
Thursday the 10th.
Is that the opposite of the 13th?
No. I mean, no.
Should be the
sense.
31st.
Yeah. Right.
Friday the 13th. How about
Dry
I was just about
Germans
dry,
winter.
cold German winter.
I would not want to watch
Wet,
that.
hot American summer.
I think we'd prove the concept.
I like it. Some things it's like, what is the opposite of it?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is the opposite of Caddyshack? Golfer, pond,
House.
Jockey Mansion.
jockey.
Mansion. Just a good sequel.
I'd watch it.
Jockey Mansion.
I'd
Sounds
watch
like a reality
it.
show.
Yeah, it does. I'd watch that show. Bunch of horse jockeys living in
Living
a
together, see how they get
living
along.
together in a
I've
mansion.
heard stories. I had a friend who worked in a OTB, off-track betting place, and she was 100% convinced that the jockeys control who wins. Like that there's a conspiracy among jockeys. They get together, they plan it so they can make proper bets the right way so it doesn't look like they're specifically, winning any disproportionate earnings. I don't know what to believe.
It's an interesting paranoia to choose.
Yeah, I know.
I'll tell you how much time I spend thinking about off-track betting is none.
I've never been on a horse race ever.
Definitely my favorite horse racing movie is All Dogs Go to Heaven. It's the Grand Chahi's birthday. They use a little girl who can communicate with animals to find out who's going to win. And then...
See, that's the conspiracy.
Pretty sneaky.
Yeah.
She's not a jockey, though. So we've just ruined your friends.
Yeah. So they use a magic child.
Yes. Magic orphan child who loves pancakes.
Weird movie.
I love that movie. It's one of my favorites. I'd like to watch it again now that I'm 32 and see if it holds up. But that, they do the classic thing where all the dogs and the little girl stand on each other's shoulders in a trench coat to get into the horse race.
I love that move.
It's pretty adorable.
Charlie.
You can never come back.
We knew a dog named Charlie.
Yes, he looked just like the Charlie from the movie. With the dark nose, the light face.
Sweetie.
No.
Good dogs. Dogs are cool.
Yay, dogs.
Trying to think of some other movie opposites. It's like weird when you get put on the spot and you have to think about what movies exist.
Yeah, it seems like a game where you have the movie handed to you or something on a card, and then you have to...
Right.
We should have
wrote Ooh, that would be fun.
We should have wrote down ideas in advance.
That's not our strong suit here on the podcast. But
send them to us on Twitter, you guys. You can find us at PCI Podcast. Think of your favorite movie title opposites.
We'll figure it out. We'll try.
I like it.
Planet Peace.
Space Star Wars.
Yeah.
Planet, the opposite of a star.
I don't know.
I was going to say Planet Terror.
Black hole? I don't know.
Not quite right.
Literally cannot think of a single movie right
Terrestrial.
now. Alien. I was trying to think of one. I was like, foreign body. What's the opposite of alien?
Terrestrial.
Yeah, what would ET
That's not the opposite. That's just more of the same thing.
Yeah, right.
The city? I don't know. The Burbs. What's the opposite of suburbs? The farm?
The herbs.
The herbs. There you go, yeah.
The urban center.
Larry.
Just listening to Larry snore. That should be a movie. Instead of like the fireplace, the crackling fireplace that you put on.
Snoring Larry.
Just a snoring dog. That would be really comforting, I feel like.
You're used to it.
Yeah.
It'd be disturbing to some.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a dog snore should. It sounds more like a creaking attic door coupled with a wheezing grandfather.
No cats come from hell.
All dogs go to heaven. That's funny. That's true. Cats
come from hell.
Cats are angels.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Subscribe to PCI Podcast and we'll send you this for your voicemail. Sound of
Larry the dog
snoring as your voicemail message.
How cool would that be?
It'd be pretty funny if you just called and it was like beep and just snoring for 30 seconds. No, this is Larry the dog. Leave a message.
I'm sleeping right now.
I'm sleeping. Just the sound of snoring. I guess it could be like an alarm sound or your ringtone. Maybe I'll change my ringtone to when Abe calls. It can be that.
Larry snoring?
Yeah.
That'd be funny. Do it.
We like vibrate.
Yeah, it's supposed to like just
It does both.
subtle vibrate
Do
sound.
like 3D snoring.
VR.
VR snoring. There's an app. Yeah. So we talked Chernobyl. What else have you guys been watching? We mentioned Black Mirror.
Yeah,
before
Black
the show.
Mirror has come up with a new season though. There's only 3 episodes, so I don't know if that's.
I watched the first 2.
Are they gonna release
So
more?
I guess the third one
or-
is the Miley Cyrus one. Yeah, I watched the first 2 and they were just okay in my opinion. They didn't blow my mind like the other episodes have. I mean, they were well done and I liked the story and everything. It just didn't feel like that Black Mirror kind of Twilight Zone-y.
Yep.
You know.
I liked the first one a lot because it was definitely surprising.
Yeah.
and-
What was that one called?
It was the name of the
It was
game.
named after the fighting
Battle
game. Yeah.
Snakes or something.
Yeah.
Battle Dragons. Yeah, I remember I like called it. I was like, oh, this is definitely gonna happen. As soon as I saw them
Them
like,
wrestling around on the couch.
oh well, before that,
Before that?
and Abe was like, no,
Well, I don't remember saying one way or the other.
and then
Yeah.
yeah,
we don't want
Anyway,
to spoil it.
but
Yeah.
I called it.
Nice.
There was some tension in the air.
Yeah, could say so. But yeah, I
what's
mean,
Anthony Mackie, the guy who played Falcon, is in it.
On your left.
very star-studded
Uh-huh.
season with
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus.
And then
There were some
actually, the
recognizable
second
faces
episode
in the
has
second one.
a great. I actually won't say who it is, but because it was kind of funny when it.
Yeah,
When they-
yeah,
when they
yeah,
reveal-
Yeah, there's kind of a
the guy in the
surprise.
Desert. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
I was like, oh, that's hilarious.
about. Yeah, that was great.
But the guy who plays the lead in that one is great. He
Yeah.
like flips out. And
Yeah,
He goes
And I've
through
seen
like
him and stuff. I just
so many
I
emotions.
should have looked it up, but I know he's been in stuff.
Yeah, he's like Moriarty in the Sherlock show.
Yes. Yes.
And
that's
then-
where I've seen him.
He was in I think Spectre, the James Bond movie. He was
I never saw that one.
He basically
That's
played
pretty good.
Moriarty again.
yeah. He plays the guy that you never believe is on the right side the whole time, and then he turns at the end, and you're like, duh. He's creepy looking.
Of course, the creepy looking guy, like Ben Linus in Lost.
Right.
Don't ever trust him. Look at him.
Yeah, just look at him. He's got these black beady eyes.
Yeah.
Freaky man.
It's unfortunate. But actually, I think it was my favorite thing I've seen him in because he does, like, he
He emotes a lot.
He emotes a lot, and he's very sympathetic.
And they
Yeah,
should-
because he goes from like, you know, this guy who's obviously dealing with some recent trauma to just pure rage and chaos.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, if you like
This
Black
plan
Mirror,
all
I mean,
falls
check them out.
apart.
There's
Yeah,
only a
I
few
don't wanna spoil
episodes,
it,
so
but yeah,
Yeah, I think thematically they all
he definitely
hold up pretty well.
Yeah, I didn't know there was just 3. I
Yeah, a
didn't think
little
it had-
disappointing that it was a short season, I guess.
Huh.
So yeah, I was wondering if maybe they're gonna release more because I noticed like on Hulu, I watched the new Handmaid's Tale, and they had released 3 episodes at once, which
Do they normally do the week to week thing?
I'm pretty sure in the past they've done just one a week. So I didn't know why they did it that way.
I've
but-
seen shows premiere. I think maybe Crashing premiered 3 episodes at the beginning of their season this
just to
year.
get people hooked. Maybe.
Yeah, in
It's
the
the
age
whole
of streaming, you know.
binging. Yeah,
You
people
can
don't
have it
just
both
wanna watch
ways.
one. I guess it makes sense. You know, if you're getting into a show, it usually takes like 1 or 2 to get you like completely hooked. It's like, okay, the first episode was all right, but once that second episode, like, you're like, okay, now we gotta finish the whole thing right now.
Yeah. It's kind of the same idea behind like pilots being an hour and a half long and like season finales of different shows being longer.
There's things I'm looking forward to. I was laughing thinking about how on the 4th of July when it's like probably going to be a beautiful sunny day and we're all going to have the day off, we're all going to be inside watching Stranger Things.
Oh yeah,
Season 3.
Yeah, what a weird choice.
Yeah.
4th of July.
But I was thinking we can all, because we'll have the day off, we can all start it at midnight. We'll have a party,
Ooh,
watch it all of
yeah.
it, sleep for a few hours, and then continue to have a party.
That's true.
That'll be fun.
Although, is Netflix one
Assuming
of
it
those?
comes out at midnight.
Well, it comes out at midnight somewhere. Now, that could be
Right.
midnight West Coast, which means that would be 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Worth it to stay up till 3?
I will not be the person who logs into social media at 9
gets it
a.m.
ruined.
and everyone's already watched it.
Yeah. I stayed up, you didn't?
And I also don't want to watch it all day on the 4th of July, but I also, I'm not going to wait.
Here's
I gotta
what we do.
watch
We
it.
set up the projector and have it on outside while we celebrate.
It
4th
could
of
be.
July.
We could make it
idea.
your like alarm clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So instead of getting on Twitter, you just wake up to Stranger Things. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
I like it.
Sounds like a plan.
Do it.
Anything else you guys are looking forward to this summer? Media-wise?
Ooh, Spider-Man movie. I'm
Yep.
really excited about that. I've heavily invested in Spider-Man recently in many ways. I talked about it. I watched Into the Spider-Verse, which
Oh my
I
gosh.
still watch a lot. It's so good. I love
I'm
it.
really glad we bought it on Blu-ray. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like
I'm
so
gonna have to buy
satisfying
it.
to watch.
How
How have you been watching it, Paul?
Streaming.
It's coming to Netflix.
Oh, it's on Netflix now.
It's coming to Netflix. I use our friend Steve's Vudu account.
Oh, nice.
He bought it and put the digital version on his account, and I'll watch it on there.
Sweet.
And then I picked up the Marvel Spider-Man video game for PS4, and it's really good if you like Spider-Man. It's basically like a Spider-Man movie that you can play in. Like the storyline
Cool.
is very realistic in a cinematic way. And
Is it virtual reality?
I don't think so. I don't have a VR set, but I don't think it's VR capable.
That would be
That
amazing.
was the first game I've ever platinum trophied, which is like getting all the achievements. It's a nerd thing. Only video game nerds even care about. But now I'm super excited for the Spider-Man movie to come out because I've just been loading up on all
things
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm like, I need more.
It looks
so, yeah,
sweet.
I can't wait for that.
Scratch that itch.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Neither of us are really video game people. Sometimes I get addicted to things like Snood, but
I love
Candy
video
Crush.
games.
well, I just have to delete them off my phone. Otherwise,
I don't play games on my phone. I like console.
Right.
I'm curious about the VR experiences though. Once they
Yeah,
start getting,
I'm excited about what's to come. Like right now, it's too expensive, and there's not really a lot of great games or things to do with it. But you know, the way technology goes, in a few years, it could be completely different. We're all going to be wearing VR helmets and
yeah.
talking to each other.
I like that
VR.
a lot of the experiences are just that. It's like more of a ride, so you don't really have to. Like, I don't want to have to be good at something to advance in a game. I just want to get in there and
Yeah.
Way around.
be able to experience it. And yeah,
We were
Yeah.
talking about.
That's why open
Stranger
world's
Things. If you have a VR headset that works with your cell phone, I'm pretty sure you can get this. It's a Stranger Things VR experience, which is like what you said. It's kind of like a ride. You know, you're in the house. Like, it's legitimately scary. Like,
Sweet.
because you're like completely immersed in that world, and they do really creepy things.
That's fun.
Stranger Things style creepiness.
Well, when we were in California, we went to the Universal Halloween Horror
Oh
Nights.
yeah.
And the one we waited in line for was the Stranger Things haunted house.
That would be awesome.
And it was really fun. I screamed a lot. They had a lot of the monsters, the Demogorgons popping out. I was actually glad we did that one first because, I mean, all the other ones are similar and that scary shit pops out and you start to, like, you know, get used to it. Still scream a lot, but
I wonder if it's the same thing, basically. Because it was kind of like that.
it was really fun. And actually, at one point, I walked in to this room and there's, like, an actress playing Winona. And she's just, like, freaking out. So you're looking at her. And so you're, like, scared of her. And then I'm looking at her and the Demogorgon popped out of the closet. And I literally fell over onto the bed. So I laid on Bill, what's his name? Will Byers' bed and got yelled at by
Hey, get over there.
one of the Universal employees. It was really fun, though. If you ever get a chance to do that, it was a blast. We had so much fun doing that.
That sounds really fun.
And, like, everywhere in the whole park, there's just people coming up trying to scare you. So you just are never relaxed. And it was just like,
Sounds like a great time. You're never relaxed.
it was a blast. I just screamed a lot, which, as you know, I love to just be loud and scream. So that was fun. It was one of those things where you would scream and then laugh really hard because
Because you just screamed.
Because you just screamed so hard. You're like,
a
wow,
fake Demogorgon.
you got me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow,
Awesome.
we really covered a gamut of topics here this evening.
Yeah. A
A lot of scary movies.
lot of source material. Anything else we should talk about?
I don't know. Maybe what's going to be coming up on the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like we have a guest who would like to do Jurassic Park.
Ooh, that's a good summer movie.
Yeah. And
And possibly Goonies
yeah.
or Beetlejuice.
Yeah, one of those.
Let us know what you'd rather have us do. A Goonies intervention or a Beetlejuice intervention.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough
Both
choice.
great.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just do both.
Ooh, a double. We've never done that. I'm down.
It's another good scary movie.
Double
Beetlejuice.
feature. I'd love to find someone who hasn't seen Rocky Horror, actually, now that I think of the
we
song
can
Double
probably
Feature.
find
It's just so
somebody.
weird and great.
Yeah.
But
That's been
again,
a
maybe we
while.
should wait until Halloween.
Yeah.
I don't think we can. Maybe there's just too many genre movies that we want to do.
It's true.
You know,
Well, let us know.
What do you want to hear?
What do you want to hear?
We'll find a
listeners?
guest for what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Or if you're a friend of ours and you're listening, and you're like, you haven't had me on the podcast yet, just remind us. I mean, we forget.
Yeah.
yeah. And don't ask us what movie you can do because
We don't know what you
we
haven't
need
seen.
you to
people.
know.
Yeah.
We need
tell
you to
us.
know. And don't come to us with, well, my favorite movie is this, so I want to do it. That's not how it works. It's not how it works, really. Unless, unless you heard, oh, Willa's never seen this.
Shout out to our friends, excuse me, Amongst the Monks.
Yeah.
They recently played the Corning Glass Fest.
Won Battle of the
Went
Bands.
Battle of the Bands, had a great show.
So proud of them.
The drummer, Jeremy, has expressed interest that he would like to do an episode with Deliverance, which I have never seen
Oh.
either.
Deliverance. Ooh.
I mean, it's
That's
referenced all
drama.
the time.
It is.
So
And
we
there's
really
a lot of
should
references
see it.
in it that, yeah, I've never fully known the origin of.
It's a good one. That's just. It's a drama, and it's definitely
There's
in the
some- it's
zeitgeist.
intense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some iconic imagery, some
Yep.
memorable music.
Yeah, that'd be
so
good.
Yeah, look forward to that at some point.
Good,
And go check out-
good summer movie.
Yeah, if you're going
Deliverance, going camping.
But check out Amongst the Monks, the band. They're really good. They're great, funky.
Yeah, they got new
Right-
material
right.
coming out.
Yeah,
Great
they got a new album
music.
coming out soon. Go follow them on social medias. Yeah.
Cool.
Please
Well,
review
I hope
us.
Y'all are having a great summer. Please, review us on
Like
all
us,
the places.
review
Like us, review us, subscribe.
Tell your friends.
And be sure to, reach out to us on social media and via email.
Email.
Old-fashioned email. You can either
What's
tweet
that
us.
address again?
It's PCIpodcast@gmail.com. We love to hear from you. Fan questions. Or just say hello. We're also on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at PCI Podcast.
YouTube,
We're even on
Apple
YouTube.
Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts,
We're in all the
Google
places.
Play. Not on Spotify.
No.
I think that's a whole different.
I don't know how you get on Spotify.
You gotta
kind
get
of a big
popular.
deal.
Yeah.
You have to have people review you and like you.
Yep.
Help.
Let's get on Spotify. All right, guys. Let's go outside. Enjoy
Yeah.
this weather some more.
Good idea.
All right.
Bye.
Before the sun goes down. Bye.